Alright folks, now disclaimer first before we start. I am biased for this vehicle and I love it already simply because it looks like a mini-me of a Concept 1B and I love my Concept 1B. It's a god tier vehicle, practically 9 out of 10, has a horsepower per ton ratio of a medium tank, so very good top speed, very good hull traverse as well as horsepower per ton ratio, but it is practically invulnerable or indestructible when hauled down. Also has 120mm of side armor for side scraping. Unheard of for American tanks. Super surprising. Also a very good decent gun that is accurate, good DPM, gun depression. Also has the view range. What's not to like? This is practically a mini version as a premium tier 8 American medium tank. The AAT-60 looks kinda like a squished M60A2 Starship turret, except not as big commander cupola weak spot. It is more prominent than the Concept 1B, as well as the sides of the turret with the base, so might shoot right here and penetrate, but I still like it. So rapid firing 105. This gun actually has about 40 more millimeters of pen than the Pershing or Pan KRs. Oh god. Or even the T25 Pilot number 1. It has 40 more millimeters of pen. Now granted, it's APCR compared to AP round, but it's also a premium tank. Jesus Christ. Come on. The Pan KR as well as the T25 Pilot number 1 has been outclassed for like 6-7 years now. So they're so behind compared to this thing. Holy crap. But is it as good as pub stomping or seal clubbing as the M47 improved? It is faster, definitely, but doesn't have as much armor on paper compared to the improved M47. But I still feel like this thing is like an American version of a CS52 Lys or the Fox. So has a good DPM as well as the alpha damage, but it is surprisingly nimble compared to some of the other tanks like the M47 improved. So we'll have to see, but I'm already biased for this vehicle. Also, what's funny is the Concept 1B revs up and goes faster in a straight line than this vehicle, surprisingly, but we'll have to see. Alright, main stats, 105mm, 230mm of pen for APCR round. That's 40 more than the Pershing or T20 or T25 Pilot number 1, T44 100, Pan KRs, garbage penetration, or the T69, yeah, super bad. 320 Alpha, very good. High explosive is still pretty decent, even though 53 might work a little bit harder, penetrating stuff like Romuto Borsigs, but hey. Now what's funny is that is actually the wrong icon for the APCR round. That is actually a gold APCR because of the red border or red stripe. Standard APCR is just black, like with this one, so typo, practically a typo. If it's gold shell, it has a red border right here. Gold high explosive anti-tank, red border around the yellow. So take a look for yourself, but it's quick to aim with 2.3 seconds on paper, so about 2 with a 100% crew. Accuracy is alright, 0.37, so about 0.35 with a 100% crew, but DPM 2300 or so, fairly good. 10 degrees gun depression, 15 elevation, 60 rounds, full crew too. Trains a radio operator at low tier as well, pretty nice. 44 km/h top speed might be a downside, but definitely go with a turbocharger to make it go faster. 44 is still good enough, in my honest opinion, but yeah, turbocharger will make it up to about 50 or so. 22 going backwards, 17.4 horsepower per ton ratio, which is not half bad, but 40 degree hull traverse, 45 for turret, it's quick. Health 1250 might be a little bit below average. Usually it's about 1300 or 1350, but it's alright. 120 slope at the hull front, not half bad. 80 at the hull sides. 190 sloped at the front of the turret, but there's a mantlet, So we'll have to see the actual armor with the sloping as well as the mantlet. But I mean, some armor are like these that you cannot even penetrate, like the 𝗔𝗧𝟬🬬. It seems pretty good, but on paper it's about 300mm effective. So 390 meters of view range. Radio is standard. That's fine. It seems pretty good so far. I mean, what's not to like? DPM is 2300. Pretty good. 0.35 accuracy. I'll work with that. I can work with that. Aim time is 2.2. Also fine. 10 degrees gun depression. Very quick traverse with the turret. Penetration as well. Health might be the downside. Only 70 at the hull front. And 150 at the turret front. I think that might be the base value compared to the original. So it's about 120mm effective on the hull front then. And 190 at the turret front. I mean, if you have the mobility, you don't need the armor, right? But 44 km/h top speed, 17.4 horsepower per ton ratio, weighs about 43 tons. Hull traverse is quick. Camo is okay. It's better than the Patton, which is not half bad, but it's about the same as a Panzer 58. It's not as good as some of the Russians, like the T-44s, but it's still workable. I mean, definitely more workable than the Pershing or Pattons, but okay. Full crew too. That's nice. See, standard shell doesn't have the red stripe, so typo. Wargaming usually doesn't overread or doesn't proofread or check their stuff. Usually, sometimes they'll have an extra radio operator, or instead of radio operator, they have a loader or something. So they'll mess up sometimes. It's fine. I'm used to it. It's a support medium tank. It's not versatile. It doesn't matter at tier 8, but that's interesting too. Support medium tanks are usually T69s and stuff, or Lorraines, 40Ts. Alright, shot velocity is decent. High explosive is good too. 285. That's a good high explosive against like high tier targets like a mouse or E100s, but it's still high explosive in the tank. Don't show that space armor or tracks. It's a premium. That's scary. It is a premium tank with DPM and penetration. This gun feels good. The only downside to this vehicle is the health and the armor. That might be it. But other than that, it's a very good solid vehicle. Let's see the comparison with the Object 274A, Iron Arnold, which is the M41 improved, or M47, not the Bulldog. The Fox and the Lanson. So 320 Alpha. This thing has the best penetration. Wow, the best DPM too. 2300 out of all of these. It's even better DPM than the Fox. Or even the 274A. Wow. Wowee. Doesn't have as much health, but it's about the same ballpark. Armor seems about the same. Obviously not as good as the M47 improved, but alright. Also, M47 improved takes longer to repair the tracks for some reason. The Lanson C repairs the track fastest. Small details. Yeah, it weighs hefty for that horsepower per ton ratio, so it could go ramming, but yeah, the camo is the worst out of all of them. View range is about the same as with any of them. Alright, so out of the 320 Alpha guns listed here, this thing has the best DPM out of all of them. Also has the best profile, in my honest opinion, against a slope armor hull down position. That might be the best armor other than the Iron Arnold. But M47 Improve has a big tumor on top, so that's debatable on which armor is the best. But hull down wise, I'm going with this thing, maybe. But they do say it's only 190 at the turret front, effectively. We'll have to see. But equipment wise, turbocharger to make it go faster. As for it's a support tier 8, even though it shouldn't be categorized as support tier 8s. You have stuff like the AMBT, which is, yeah, auto reloader, does make sense. And the autoloaders. T69 is not a support? I thought it was support. What the hell are you then? Versatile? Okay. Oh, they buffed the penetration. Since when? I thought it was always 190 or something. I might be stuck in the past. What the hell? There it is, 192. For the patent KR. How much for the T25? 208. Since when the hell did they buff it? I think it might be recently, but it's been a while. I just like, oh, T25, pilot number 1. I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, this thing is still banking on the old penetration of the 90mm. Oh god. Alright, so support medium tanks, A and BT. It's all the same, so don't have to worry about it. Traverse speed or damage ammo rack, damage gun. This thing already has good traverse, so this one's a toss-up for you. Might as well go even faster with the traverse, but kind of overkill, right? Kind of overkill. Yeah, it's a toss-up. Dispersion while moving or actual aim circle size. Now, if this vehicle is moving all the time, I would recommend dispersion, but somehow I choose the accuracy for the AMBT. Okay, might be sniping with this thing. That's an interesting one. So change this about on tanks.gg to see the actual difference. Sometimes you don't even get a difference, so very negligible. And lastly, reverse speed or concealment. This thing already has garbage concealment like with the AMBT, so might as well go with better reverse speed to get out of the harm's way while hold down, right? Even with a turbocharger, I have garbage reverse speed. Even sub 20 kilometers per hour on the AMBT. That sucks. Alright. I guess that's... Yeah, I have a turbocharger. It only has sub 20 reverse speed. That sucks. Alright. So, equipment wise, turbocharger, definitely. I say optics for the middle slot, and definitely a rammer to go with better ramming of shells. But yeah, the DPM on this vehicle feels great. Accuracy is still fine. Accuracy definitely fine. Aim time is also fine. You don't really need vents or enhanced gun lane drive or improved aiming. No, you don't need those. None of those. I would still say rammer, optics, vent, turbocharger, not vents. But yeah, standard medium tank setup like this, practically, like with the Pan KR. Okay. How much would I rate it? Oh, God, the DPM's good, penetration is good, gold shell's good, the gun's good, the gun's great for a premium tank. That's a great medium tank gun. We have to see the actual dispersion, but mobility is not slacking. 17.4, 44 km/h top speed compared to 20 and 53. I think this is a little bit slower. It's slower for the T25 pilot number 1 in terms of revving up speed. Don't compare it to a Super Persh. I am biased. My bias is kicking in, obviously, but you can trade a full crew even with radio operator for stuff like the Pershing, for the M27. Yep, M27 has the radio operator as well, so you'll miss out if you have a female crew only for the M48, right? Missing a female crew for training, but yeah, radio operator is still kind of important. But goddamn, how much do I rate this vehicle? It feels good. It feels real good. I mean, I am biased, but I am really biased. 7 out of 10. It's also surprising how the Concept 1B revs up and goes faster in a straight line than this thing. It is also pretty astounding and broken how that vehicle is. It is so effective at killing stuff. Where the hell is my Concept 1B? 20 and 49. So, yeah, about the same top speed with the freaking AAT 60 once it has a turbocharger. What? The Concept 1B doesn't even need a turbocharger to go about the same speed as with this vehicle. That is shocking, but 7 out of 10. It is surprising for a premium medium tank. That gun is so good. It's best DPM, best penetration, accuracy is not half bad. Same goes with the aim time. Good gold shell. Gold shell is not lacking. What's not to like? Mobility is fine. Armor might be a little bit weak. Health might be a little bit weak, but I am biased, so about 7 out of 10. So unbiased opinion, maybe a 6, depending on the health and the armor, but yeah, 6.5 at best. Unbiased opinion, so with bias, it's 7. But there we go, folks. We have caught up on all the premium tanks coming to all the servers as well. So I'll do the list of probability for holiday ops coming soon. But we already have the full list practically. None of the vehicle that makes it after November will make it onto the live server in the Supertest. So if it comes out on the Supertest in November, it is practically too late to come out in holiday ops. Practically, but we'll see. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
그 싹은 많이